Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, my father wants to reconnect with me after 20 years. My family gets mad at me when I refuse to talk to him. Couple brought a toddler with squeaker shoes to a wedding. My dad won't stop using my car. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My father wants to reconnect with me after 20 years. My family gets mad at me when I refuse to talk to him. All the names I'll use are not the real names of these people. Cast: me, M25, my sister Maria, F21, our mother Anna, F44, our father John, F45. For background, my parents met in their late teens and soon had me. 3 years later, they had my sister, Maria. When my sister was 1 year old and I was 3 years old, my parents got separated. They never got married, because my father cheated on my mom with a woman who's over 20 years older than him, from what I've been told, and they are still together now. Growing up, Mom never told me or my sister too much about John. I know that both his parents and his sister pretty much disowned him after he cheated on my mom, but they are irrelevant to this story. Anna never got full custody for us after that because she didn't know how. Back then she didn't know what full custody meant, but John still was sending Anna €200 a month for each of us until we became 18. I soon moved after turning 18 to live with a friend, and in 2021 moved to another country where I currently live. After that I only kept little contact with my mom and almost none with my sister. Fast forward to the 31st of August, so 3 days before this post is made, on my birthday, I get a call from an unknown number. I pick up and the following conversation followed. Me, hello? John, OP? Me, yes, who is this? John, it's me, John. Me, I'm sorry, but I don't think I know you. John, I'm your dad. Me, I'm sorry? John, how are you? Me, why did you call me? John, it's your birthday, right? Me, yes, it is. John, happy birthday, Opie. Me, again, why did you decide to call me now? Don't you have a new family? John, yes, I'm married now, but I have no other kids other than you and Maria. At this point I was in disbelief, so I ended the call. I couldn't understand why did he decide to call me after 20 years of no contact between us. He tried calling me again, but every time I ignored the call. The next day Mom called me. Me, hello? Anna, why did you hung up on John? Me, Mom, are you serious right now? Anna, yes, he changed now, he wants to have a son and daughter again. Me, I guess it's just a bit too late, don't you think? Anna, stop being dumb and go talk to your father. Me, no, you go talk to him if you want to. I have nothing to talk about with that piece of shit. After I said that, I hung up on her also. Both my mom, her side of the family, and also my sister have been blowing up my phone daily. I already blocked some of them. He hurt us badly and everyone decided to forgive him out of nowhere, for no apparent reason. I am not forgiving him. I'm thinking about cutting contact with the rest of my family if they keep defending him. A good father doesn't leave his children for 20 and then out of nowhere decides that he is entitled to having a relationship with them. I'll keep you all updated on this, but for now I'll be going no contact with them for a while. Maybe he needs a kidney donor? That was my immediate thought. No way, he doesn't deserve a second chance. I don't know what's your story with your mother and sister, but it seems like you already are LC/NC with them. So maybe continue that if they want to push this boundary. If you want contact with my sperm donor, be my guest. Just know you'll be choosing him over me. I'm not interested in him or anyone willing to excuse his abandonment of his kids. This is the last I'll say about it. I don't get how everyone defending him expects you to forgive and forget, just like that, when it seems no apology has been made in the, I assume, first contact he had with you in 20 years. If he deserves to have a second chance, it's up to you. As for why they're defending him, my guess is they've been in contact for a while now. Maybe they pushed him to get in contact with you, who knows what they told him if my theory is true. Does he need an organ of some sort and thinks you'll be a match? Kidney, part of your liver. I cheated and dipped out to live with the mistress. My new family experiment failed. Now I need my safety net or I am screwed. OP's bio-father. I'm sorry, I've been estranged from my father a time or two, and the outside pressure and judgment to cave is so annoying. Everyone seems to think it's okay to give their opinion on a relationship that's just between you and John. There's always someone saying be the bigger person or what will it cost you to give in. Be strong and firm. My relationship with John is just between him and myself. I don't need or want opinions or criticism about it from third parties, and will only say that John whining to everyone else about what happened just strengthens my resolve to have no relationship with him and anyone pushing my boundaries. If he didn't need a relationship for 20 years, then he does not deserve one now. Couple brought a toddler with squeaker shoes to a wedding. Some dear friends got married the other day, and it definitely was not a child-free wedding. And to the parents in attendance credit, the two toddlers were mostly very well behaved and as quiet as toddlers can be expected to be. Except for the shoes. The point at which it came to a climax of how the hell did you think this was acceptable was during the after-dinner speeches. Parents and close friends delivered beautiful speeches. When I first met Jordan, fake names used, squeak they squeak were squeak and squeak the squeak college squeak kaffa squeateria. I just stared daggers at this couple. How on God's green earth did either of them think, ah yes, wedding, get the shoes with dog toy squeakers in them, people will definitely not hate us. I'm so glad those didn't exist when my children were toddlers. I'm so glad I haven't encountered them in the wild now. I'm so glad. I can't imagine anything worse. I can't even believe this is a thing that exists. I don't buy toys that make noise for a reason. One of my kids had a single pair of shoes that were acceptable to wear. Fortunately for us, they weren't squeaky shoes, but I can totally see the mom of that toddler stressed out, trying to get out the door to the wedding on time, and choosing her battles. Could the parents have taken the shoes off the kid or had the kid sit down during the speeches? Sure. So that was inconsiderate and could have been handled differently. At my stepsister's wedding recently, I think everyone would have preferred squeaky shoes than have to suffer the vulgar outbursts of my stepbrother during the speeches, which were also being recorded, with the videographer set up at the end of the table he was sitting at, so was definitely heard by all. I always meant to ask if they managed to edit the outbursts out. I purchased my daughter a pair of light-up shoes when she was in first grade. I showed up to the parent-teacher conference and the teacher said, "I love that her shoes light up and play music." I was mortified. I had no idea that they played music, apologized profusely for any disruptions to class, and never let her wear them to school again. How did I miss that fun little feature? My almost 19-year-old daughter had them about kindergarten or first grade. I was talking to her kindergarten teacher back at graduation and the topic of light-up sneakers came up. She requests that parents don't send their kids to school in them because it could alert an intruder to where the kids are hiding. Heartbreaking. I will never buy a pair of squeaking shoes for any person as long as I live. Actually, they would be great for elderly dementia patients who wander so you can know when granny's making a break for it. Were these just squeaking on the floor? Or did they have some sort of mechanism in them? /old and confused. My dad won't stop using my car. I'm currently living with my dad. I'm a 27F and recently have faced some financial hardship, so I've had to move in with my dad. I don't have any money to my name right now, but working on changing that. For reference, I've lived with him off and on for the past 4 years. Now back to the car. It's in my name, so there's that, and I paid for it. My dad treats my car like it's his. It's cheaper to run than his car, so he uses my car as his default to run errands when I'm not using it. He never replaces the fuel either. He always asks me to leave my keys with him so he can use it when he needs. I've tried questioning him about it, but he won't hear it and gets defensive. He's also gone over toll roads and not told me, resulting in me getting fines because the car is in my name. He also got a speeding ticket in it, and I got a bill a few days later. He tells me I need to deal with it. My dad has limited funds, so can't pay for anything either. I'm sick of my dad using my car, but if I argue with him, he tells me I'm being cheap or unreasonable, despite the fact that he would never allow me to do the same or use his car at all. He uses my fuel and never treats my car with respect. I'm thinking of parking my car down the road and taking the keys, but don't want to cause an argument. I don't know how to have boundaries with my dad while I'm forced to stay with him until my financial situation improves. I can't go anywhere else right now either. Any advice or tips? As you say, park the car down the road, then hide the keys, and tell him you sold the car to pay the fines and cost of toll roads and gas you had to cover. I would do this, but he would figure it out pretty quickly and cause a lot of drama. Unfortunately, definitely not worth it. Sad face. He reasons emotionally and never sees things from my POV. Do not let him have access to your car keys. Also, if he takes it without permission, report it as stolen, which is what he has done. Regardless of living with your father, the car is your property and he has no right to use it without your permission and consent. So let him call you cheap and unreasonable. It's better than him using your gas and sticking you with his speeding tickets. Find a friend who will let you couch surf. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.